My name is Dwight Webster. I'm 77 years old. I'm a preacher, and I live in Nancy, Kentucky. I've been donating blood for roughly 50 years. And quite frankly, I never thought I would need it, but earlier this year, I had major surgery and I needed it. I really didn't think I would need blood because I considered myself very healthy. It was just a normal doctor's office visit, and he listened to my chest and he said I detect a little heart murmur. And then it was from there to the cardiologist, taking various tests, stress tests and so forth. And then they said I needed a heart cath. So we went in for a heart cath, and it seemed like he barely got started, and he said, I can't help you. He said, you're going to have open heart surgery within the next 2 weeks. What they told me was I was in pretty serious condition as far as my arteries are concerned. I could have had a heart attack at any moment. I was walking around like a time bomb, and no one could predict, but it could have happened someone with as serious a condition as I had. So you can feel like you're fine and you don't need that. You could say, well, I'm never going to need it. You don't know. I mean, it's like you could say, I'm going to live to be 100. You might not. I've been blessed with pretty good health, and still as an older man I have. But then you get surprised one day. You didn't think you were going to need blood, and suddenly something happens you weren't anticipating, and now you need something you didn't know you'd need. And that's when it's really great to know people are giving blood and it's available when you need it. Jesus said the second greatest commandment was to love your neighbor as yourself. And when I needed blood, somebody cared enough about neighbors, I mean in the sense I'm their neighbor at that point, to give their blood so that I would have blood. It's a neighborly thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And I just think unless there's some medical reason you can't give blood, people ought to give blood. But I've always felt like if you can help, you ought to try and help. And one of the nice things about giving blood is you don't have to pay to do it. I mean, so many of the charities that do good work, but what they want is your money. And after a while, you can only spread your money so far, and then you say, well, I'd like to help them too, and I'd like to help them too, but you can't help everybody as far as money's concerned. But giving blood doesn't cost you anything more than a little time. And it makes you feel good about yourself. And I always did feel good about myself after I gave, so that's a good feeling. And it's no big deal. You get a little bit of a pain for a very short time, and then from then on there's nothing to it. So it's well worth it just to feel good about yourself and know that you're helping others.